I thank the distinguished gentlelady, my good friend from the Badger State, for her leadership. Mr. Speaker, 50 years ago, President Lyndon Baines Johnson came to this very chamber and declared a war on poverty. And as a result of the legislative efforts that were brought about in connection with the Great Society vision, tens of millions of Americans were lifted out of an impoverished condition and set on a trajectory toward the middle class. But the CBC is here today because we recognize that there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, particularly in the aftermath of the collapse of the economy, the Great Recession, the worst economic condition since the Great Depression. That is why the CBC budget invests in the American economy, invests in job training and education, invests in transportation and infrastructure, invests in research and development, invests in affordable housing, invests in creating manufacturing jobs. The CBC budget would renew unemployment compensation in order to make sure that the long-term unemployed, who are collateral damage of the Great Recession, can get back into the mainstream of our economy. The CBC budget will give America a raise to $10.10 per hour by lifting the minimum wage. By the way, that will help grow the economy because we have a consumer demand problem, and as a result of the increase in spending resulting from the minimum wage increase, everybody in America will benefit. And the CBC does this in a fiscally responsible way that will reduce the deficit, but it does it in a manner that does not balance the budget on the backs of working families, middle-class folks, senior citizens, the poor, the sick, and the afflicted, and that's not even an exhaustive list of what the Ryan budget does. And so I'm urging all of our colleagues to vote yes on the CBC alternative, invest in America, invest in our economy, and invest in our workers, and I yield back.
Time of the gentleman has expired. The gentlelady from Wisconsin.